of Mechanical Engineering Department. Today we will study about the governor. So, what is a governor? Governor regulates the mean speed of an engine when there is variation of load. So, the function of a governor is it regulates the mean speed of an engine when there is variation of load. When there is variation of load. So what do you mean by that? So we know that when load increases, what will happen to the speed? The speed will decrease. Speed decrease. Similarly, when load decreases, what will happen to the speed? The speed will increase. Speed increase. Therefore, there is a variation of speed when there is variation of load. Okay. So we have to, what governor will do? Governor maintain the mean speed of the engine. Mean speed of the engine when there is variation of load in the engine. Okay. So now we will discuss about what are the different types of governor. Next is types of governor. Governor is basically of two types. One is your centrifugal governor. Another one is your inertia governor. Today we will study about the working principle of a centrifugal governor. Before going to the working principle of a centrifugal governor, we will discuss about what are the different types of centrifugal governor. Types of centrifugal governor. So, centrifugal governor is of two types. It is of two types. One is your pendulum type. And another one is your loaded type. The example of a pendulum type governor is your watt governor. Watt governor is a pendulum type governor. Watt governor is a pendulum type governor. Now, loaded type. Loaded type is again divided into two types. One is your deadweight type. Deadweight type governor, and another one is your spring-loaded governor. Spring-loaded governor. Deadweight type governor and spring-loaded governor. In deadweight type governor, we use the dead weight in the governor, and in spring-loaded type governor, we use your deadweight as well as a spring. So again deadweight type is divided into two. One is your portal governor and another one is your Royal governor. Right? Okay. Then come to spring loaded type governor. Spring loaded type is of four types. Spring loaded type is of four types. What are they? One is your Hartnell governor. Another one is your Hartdown governor. Another one is your Pickering governor and another one is your Wilson Hartnell governor. Right? So centrifugal governor is of two types. One is your pendulum type governor, another one is your loaded type governor. Then your pendulum type governor is watt governor, loaded type governor is your deadweight type governor and spring loaded type governor. Your deadweight type governor is again divided into two types. One is your total governor, another one is your Royal governor. Similarly, your spring loaded type governor is of four types. One is your Hartnell governor, next is your Hartdown governor, then Pickering governor, then Wilson Hartnell governor. Okay. Next we will study about the working principle of working principle of centrifugal governor. Your centrifugal governor is basically work on the principle of centrifugal force. As you know that the centrifugal force is acted away from the center. Okay, so let us first draw about the structure of a centrifugal governor. So this is a rough diagram of a centrifugal governor. Okay. So first, let us first discuss about the different parts of a governor. So this is known as your fly ball, right? These are known as your arm. This is a arm, this is another arm. These two are known as your arm. This is your known as spindle. This is the spindle, right? Okay. These two lines or these 2 points are the two stop. This is the two stop, right? This one is known as the link. This one is known as the link. This block is known as sleeve. This block is known as sleeve. This one is your bevel gear. This one is your bevel gear. Then this one is the bell crank lever. This one is your bell crank lever. This one is the supply of working fluid. Supply of working fluid, or you can say the fluid, or you can say the fuel. Okay, this is the opening valve, or you can say the throttle. Valve. Okay, so what happened in a governor? The center shaft is known as your spindle. The center shaft is known as your spindle. Here it is, this shaft is your engine shaft. This shaft is your engine shaft. This is your engine shaft. So the motion, or you can say the power, is transmitted from the engine shaft, that is your engine shaft, to the spindle through bevel gear. The power or the motion is transmitted from the engine shaft to the spindle through the bevel gear. Means when the speed of the engine increases, the speed of the spindle also increases. Similarly, when the speed of the spindle decreases, the speed of the engine shaft when decreases, the speed of the spindle also decreases. Okay, so the power is transmitted through the bevel gear. As the two shafts are in perpendicular position, we use a bevel gear for the transmission of power, right? Okay, so next, here it is the spindle. At the end, there are two arms. At the end, these two rods are known as your arms. Okay, at the end of the arm, there are two fly balls are present. These two balls are known as your fly balls. These two fly balls are in same weight. The weight of the two fly balls are same. The fly ball on the spindle, there is a sleeve. On the spindle, there is a sleeve. The sleeve can move up. The sleeve can move down. Right? In between the two stop. The spindle move up and down in between the two stop. Right? The fly balls are connected with the sleeve. These are the two fly balls. That the fly balls are connected with the sleeve by the help of link. These two rods are known as your link. Right? So the fly balls are connected with the sleeve by the help of the links. Okay. Then on the sleeve there is a, what happened? This is a bell crank lever. This is a bell crank lever. At the end of the bell crank lever there is a throttle valve. This valve is present inside the passage of the working fluid, or you can say the fuel, passage of the working fluid. This bell crank lever also move up and down. How? When the sleeve moves up, the bell crank lever moves up. When the sleeve moves down, the bell crank lever moves down. right? So what is the mechanism behind this? Okay, so what is the function of a governor? Function of a governor is it regulates the mean speed of a engine. It regulates the mean speed. It regulates the mean speed when there is variation of load. When there is variation of load, means when load increases, the function of a governor is to increase the speed. The function of a governor is to increase the speed, because when the load increases, the speed decreases, the speed decreases, the speed decreases. Therefore, to maintain the mean speed, the speed which is decreased must be increased by the governor. Must be increased by the governor. Okay. Similarly, when the load decreases, when the load decreases, the speed of the engine, speed increase, right? So the function of a governor, what governor will do? Governor, to maintain the mean speed, it must decrease the speed. It must decrease the speed. It must decrease the speed. So, what is the mechanism behind a governor? What happened? When the speed of the engine decreases, when the load increases. When the load increases, the speed decreases, right? When the speed of the engine decreases, the speed of the shaft of the governor or spindle, you can say, it also what happened? Decreases, right? So when decreases, this spindle rotates in a smaller speed. As it rotates in a smaller speed, the flyballs, what happened to the flyballs? The flyballs moves down. Right? When the flyballs moves down, the sleeve also moves down. The bell drive lever is connected with the sleeve. So when the sleeve moves down, what happened to the bell drive lever? The bell drive lever also moves down. Right? When the bell drive lever moves down, the throttle valve also moves down. The opening becomes wider. Here the opening becomes wider. Therefore, more amount of working fluid will supply to the engine. Now, more amount of working fluid will supply to the engine. Therefore, as we supply more amount of working fluid, the speed of the engine will increase. Right? So, when load increases, there is a decrease in the speed. So that governor will increase the speed. Why it is called as a centrifugal governor? Why it is? Okay. So now we will discuss about the next case. When the load decreases, what will happen? When the load decreases, the speed of the engine will increase. Therefore, when the speed of the engine will increase, what happened? The speed increases, right? Now, the spindle rotates in a greater speed. Right? When the spindle rotates in a greater speed, what happened? The flyballs moves away. Right? The flyballs moves away, or the flyballs move up. Okay. When the flyballs moves up, the sleeve also moves up. Right? When the sleeve moves up, what happened? The bell track lever also moves up. the bell tank lever moves up, the throttle valve moves up. Now when the throttle valve moves up, the supply of working fluid will decrease. It will less. The supply of working fluid will be less. So less amount of working fluid is supplied to the engine. Less amount of working fluid is supplied to the engine. Therefore, the speed, as we supply less amount of working fluid, the speed of the spindle or the speed of the engine will decrease. Therefore, the condition when load decreases, the speed increases. So, by the help of a governor, we can decrease the speed of the engine. In this way, a governor or a centrifugal governor will maintain the mean speed of the engine. How? By regulating the supply of working fluid to the engine. So in a governor, what happened? The governor, finally I am talking about the function of a governor. What about? So what a governor will do? So governor maintain the mean speed of the engine. Maintain mean speed of the engine when there is variation of load. When there is variation of load, how it maintains the mean speed of the engine? By regulating the supply of working fluid to the engine. So this is basically the working principle of a centrifugal governor. Your watt governor is a simplest type of centrifugal governor. But the another one is your Porter and Crowell governor. These two governors are dead weight type governor. So in a dead weight, what is the difference? The difference is nothing but in the spindle along with the sleeve, there is a dead weight is present on the spindle. This is your dead weight. Because the dead weight gives a downward weight, that is weight of the dead weight gives a downward load to the spindle. Therefore, the heavy vehicles can be controlled by the help of a Porter and Crowell governor. What is the spring loaded type governor? Your Hartnell governor. In Hartnell governor, the difference is there is a spring